Welcome back to Off the Gridiron, your Apollo HOU Texans / NFL podcast. It's August 25th, 2023. We're only a couple weeks away, boys. Couple weeks. Actually,
fucking coming, dude.
Less than 2 weeks until.
Oh, pause.
Wait, what?
I said it's coming.
Oh, and then can we not? Can we just start?
He said, "Oh,
guys, can we behave a little bit?
all right, dude. Fine."
Because I'm trying to give y'all some good news. We're talking balls. That is true. Less than 2 weeks until Chiefs and Lions.
That's actually badass.
Thursday night football.
It's badass as fuck.
It's very badass.
My body is ready.
My body hasn't been ready for anything like this ever. Like, I'm so ready for some football.
I'm ready for
real
some
football.
Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth. Are you Chris? By the way, are you a Chris Collinsworth hater?
No, I'm pro slide. Pro slide.
You're pro slide.
Good.
You're pro
Good.
slide. All right, good. I don't get how people hate him. Can't wait to hear their voices talking about fucking just they do that slide, the John Williams. Or they do that the first Thursday night opening. Who knows? But I can't wait.
You know, this is the point in the like getting close to regular season. There was NFL preseason football last night. I didn't even know. That's how I know we're getting close, because preseason week 1, you're like, oh, football. There's something there. I didn't know about it at all last night.
Did you just openly admit to not being a football guy?
A big football guy, but preseason week 3, I'm gonna forget about the game.
Me and Noah watched a movie instead.
Yes, we did.
We watched.
I would.
That for sure just fucking.
I would do something about this. This is
What
breaking
the
news.
Fuck.
Our building.
We get a fire
Can we unplug it? Maybe that would be a
Jesus.
good idea.
Oh my God.
Welcome to Apollo HOU.
What the
HQ.
Is it still going? It's stopping.
It's stopping now.
It smells like shit.
We're gonna have to redo this entire thing, huh?
Yeah. No, we're leaving
We're
this.
leaving it in for.
Yeah.
It smells really bad.
It smells toxic.
We're gonna get cancer. So.
It's just smoke. It's just smoke. It's not toxic.
I don't know. Just make sure it didn't catch fire or anything.
All right.
All right. That was wild. What a moment.
They heard you weren't a football guy, and the light decided to light on fire.
What
so
a
mad.
moment.
Fuck happened. I think our sign broke.
Our sign for sure
sign's
is
dead,
broken.
so-
Yeah. All right.
dude.
Well, then there's just not going to be a light behind Garrett anymore.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. All right, Garrett. Let's go. Let's look alive.
I don't know. I'm fucking scared now, dude.
Why are you scared? It's
Because
fine.
I don't know. It was sizzling.
Yeah, that was.
No, I mean it was bad, but it stopped, so we're good now.
This is great audio.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So for the
Let's
audio
continue.
only listeners, the neon sign behind Garrett just shorted out, and there was a small fire.
Maybe.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
There's
a
smoke.
small
It
fire.
smells like shit over here now. So
Okay.
Football's coming, boys.
So football's coming. The sign wasn't ready. The sign got excited. The sign got really excited
little
for
premature.
football coming up.
yeah, a little fucking. It blew its load.
Literally,
Pretty.
yeah. All right.
Preseason football, baby.
So yes, preseason's coming up to an end. We got football games tomorrow and then Sunday. It's Friday now, but it's almost here, and that's fun. So, but we're gonna open up this episode with talking about a little Texans news. There's been some trades, some injury updates, stuff like that. The Cardinals traded Josh Jones to the Texans yesterday. He was a 3rd-round pick in 2020 out of
U of H. Let's go. Sorry, I'm a little on edge now. But,
Yeah, dude, it's
but no,
okay.
let's go Cougs, man.
Yeah.
I kind of missed this news yesterday because we were at the Astros game. But he started 11 games last year for the Cardinals. He was really good for U of H. I believe he was a 3rd round.
He was 3rd-round pick.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fully love the Houston boys.
Yeah.
Keep the Houston boys in Houston.
Yeah.
Also, he's a good tackle. He's a good ball
Great
player.
tackle.
Yeah.
It's a depth piece. I mean, it really is. I mean, like, also with Titus, his status up in the air for week 1. We'll see how that goes. I hope Titus is able to be out there, but if not, we won't have Deculus out there.
Yeah,
instead,
no
which is nice.
It's
Respectful.
we needed just some depth for the O-line
badly.
because beyond like the Titus Howard and Laramie Tunsil, who was like Noah Fant. George Fant. Sorry, Noah Fant. Sorry,
the tight end.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
dude. Fant. They're brothers, probably. I don't know.
Perhaps.
Maybe
no,
not. They're not.
I don't think so.
But also, according to camp, people at camp, Kenyon Green has been struggling a little bit. So it's like,
yeah,
I feel like Chris Jones, he is versatile.
Josh Jones.
God damn it! I'm sorry, dude. This fucking sign.
The light threw you off. It's
We are talking about Chris Jones though.
Yeah,
but Josh Jones, he can slide in a guard and he can replace people in the interior line if they need it. So it's just depth. It's a depth move.
It's nice. I mean, you can never have too much depth on the offensive line, especially those boys be getting hurt and shit happens. So
yeah,
I like this. We sent a 5th rounder to Arizona for him. We got a 7th round and obviously Josh Jones.
Yeah, that's a good little trade.
It's cool to have the Houston culture here.
Yeah,
nice.
Good little trade. Love it.
Yeah. And then speaking of Titus Howard is dressed out at practice this morning. He was out there. He's got a cast on his left hand, but he's not practicing with the team, but he's on the side field kind of doing
him being dressed is a good sign.
Yeah,
it's a good sign. He will be back within the next few weeks, I'd say.
Yeah,
he's not. You said he's not practicing at all, not doing drills or.
No, yeah, he's doing his thing on the side field, which probably just running individual drills, stuff like that, just getting loose.
Right on.
Getting out there in that heat, honestly, it's a big part of it too. Just get out there, condition, sweat.
Gotta get out there in that fucking heat.
Yeah,
buddy.
it's good. I mean, it's good for them, you know.
It was 105 yesterday.
I wish it was hotter.
You wish it was hotter.
You wish it was hotter?
Hey, I mean, fucking get them conditioned, you know?
Exactly.
Get them in shape.
It's good for them to be out there and
they get 110.
If you're a Buffalo Bill, you're gonna wish it was colder. So like,
that's true.
You know.
Yeah, that's true.
You can never be too hot.
Yeah.
True.
I disagree. I was way too hot yesterday. But I don't. Play
I was
football.
sweating. I was sweating a lot, dude.
Texans. Yeah. There's no real updates on Titus. Obviously, when we have an update, we'll talk about it. But I'm hoping he's ready week 1. But if he's not, Josh Jones is here now.
Yeah.
And then want to wrap it up. Not a ton of news for the Texans, but starters on Sunday against the Saints, which is the football or game of the week, Fox game of the week.
Let me tell you, dude, it feels really fucking nice to just be like amped for a Texans game.
Yeah.
Amped before, not like, oh, the Texans play this weekend. I guess I'll be watching that. It's oh fuck yes, they play on Sunday. Yeah. I cannot wait. It cannot get here fast enough.
I agree.
It feels good. It feels really good.
Yeah.
Especially just watching these new rookies like progress and these like watching CJ Stroud go from week 1 to week 2 and progress and improve. That was exciting. You know, don't let the media tell you that he played bad. He didn't. Yeah. He was cooking.
Yeah.
So
should we delve into week 2 of preseason? A little Dolphins Texans matchup?
We could talk.
I want to see what y'all thought about your team coming out of the week 2 where
first looked shaky.
The Dolphins did dominate the game.
Yeah.
It's preseason and it doesn't matter. And it's not a real game. It doesn't. Right. I just want to know what y'all thought about your team because I have some words to say about the Texans.
All right. The firsts looked pretty shaky at times.
Yeah, especially the offense.
But I will say CJ, you know, that first drive when after Tua threw the interception to Denzel Perryman, it was on purpose.
It was not on purpose.
I'll say that.
I'm not going to sit here and listen to this conspiracy.
Whatever.
Sources. That is not. That is.
It was not on purpose.
That's crazy.
He got picked off.
He was all pissed about it in the press conference. It wasn't on purpose.
Oh, buddy.
He's pissed.
Was he acting? Acting like he's pissed?
Yeah,
like,
that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Because Mike McDaniel's never pissed in a press conference. When was the last time you saw Mike McDaniel be pissed off in a press conference?
Well, I see Tua can't hide his emotions.
If he was pissed that he was told to throw an interception on the first drive,
maybe
put the defense in a situational.
If your coach lost his vape, he'd be mad.
Yeah,
he'd be one of those guys like
quit cold turkey. You
that's
know?
true. Yeah, your coach has a Nick addiction, dude.
Okay.
That's wild.
If it wins football games,
he probably packs the fucking upper lippy, upper deckies. Yeah, dude.
A bunch of I guess that I can't knock him for any of this. That's all cool. That's all really sick, actually. But
I don't know. I'm just trying to find something.
I will say this. Whatever. I mean, I think you're right. The ones on offense looked a little shaky. Some miscommunication there in the red zone, which I hated.
Yeah, well,
with Schultz, and then just guys not catching shit they should have. Noah Brown had a pass. It was perfect throw from CJ. I liked what I saw from CJ.
CJ had some strong throws.
CJ looked good.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not great. He was more towards the middle, but he made a lot of really athletic plays. He had that throw on the run on that 3rd down and 10, whatever that was for 17, 20 yards, nice. Whatever.
Yeah.
No, he looked good.
Yeah.
And I'm very surprised because I have zero faith in Ohio State quarterbacks coming into the NFL.
I have the most faith in CJ Stroud. I believe.
I believe in CJ. The Ohio State thing scares me a little bit, but
I also want to say that off air you were making fun of Tua for being 5'11" when Tua and CJ Stroud are the exact same build.
No.
When they stand next to each other, they're identical. Did you watch the practices last week? Did you see the picture?
So Stroud.
Did you see the picture? They're identical.
Fucking picture.
They were hugging, and I will say they were pretty close in height.
They're fairly CJ. They're pretty much the exact same.
CJ's listed at 6'3", and Tua's listed at 6'1",
and they looked exactly the same walking off the field.
I'm just saying,
except for Tua's
technically,
Tua's got the fucking sleeper build. He's fucking big. Dude.
Tua just looks small.
That's Samoan build, baby.
Yeah. And also, I just want to talk about that Will Anderson play,
running over a 5'8" running back that weighs 165 pounds. What?
It's okay.
I mean, he made a great play.
Wow.
Yes.
You do not hate.
Also, that's your football team doing that. By the way, that's your football team trying to block Will Anderson with a 5'8"
everyone was shitting
back.
on our 5th string running back who wasn't even on the depth chart.
So why? But also I get it. But then don't fucking send.
He ran him over and then sacked the quarterback.
It was sick. I agree.
It was dope.
High snap.
And it was Skylar Thompson. It wasn't some bum. It was Skylar who almost beat Josh Allen in the playoffs last year.
Correct, but he's a 7th round draft pick. Had a high snap. Ran over Salvin Ahmed, who's literally 5'8", 165 pounds.
I will give. Okay. I'm giving Will Anderson his flowers.
Yeah,
what a performance!
It was sick as hell.
What a dog play!
Phenomenal
but
play.
it was hyped up a little too much to be running over a 5'8" running back.
Well, here's the deal.
Running over anyone though is fun.
No, okay,
but here's it was the deal. Sick, and I'm acknowledging
Stoney,
that.
I get what you're saying about the 5'8" running back, but here's the deal. He made it look so easy because it was for him.
Correct.
But other people don't do that. That's still a running back in the National Football League.
We've been watching Aaron Donald do it for a decade.
Okay, well, hey, that's what I'm saying. I'll take Aaron Donald.
And
if Will Anderson,
there's just a number of defensive tackles that have done this for
that's
a
fine.
decade.
If Will Anderson's in Ndamukong Suh, I'll take that too.
Yeah, no, he'd be great.
Yeah,
I'm acknowledging that the play was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm also acknowledging the circumstances of the play that people were not acknowledging on Twitter.
Okay. What did you... So...
But I like CJ.
You like CJ.
Pretty good.
You like CJ?
You like CJ. CJ had a great second drive. I mean, it resulted in 3 points. Okay? Points is points, baby. He was making strong throws to the anticipation on that first round or that first down conversion to Robert Woods, that was great. Yeah. That was a veteran throw in my opinion. Yeah. That was great. So he's improving.
Better than I expected.
Yeah.
Defense,
he was accurate.
Defense was less spectacular than the week before. The running attack, running defense. The run.
Anderson.
He's a linebacker.
Jonathan Grenard. We got guys.
Malik Collins.
Our ones are good. Our ones are guys.
They're good. They're dudes. They're dudes.
Malik Collins is good. Roy Lopez is. We'll see. No, there's no real standout with our DJ Reader. We haven't found our new DJ Reader. I'll say that.
Need our DJ.
The Dolphins' offensive line looked pretty good.
Yeah, it did. It did look good.
Surprised.
What do you? Oh, okay. Because I want to know, what stood out to you? As a Dolphins fan?
Austin Jackson did not look bad.
Yeah.
Which he has for 3 years. He's a first-round pick. Expected to be very good, but he was the youngest player in the draft that year, and whatever. He's healthy, put on muscle, looked good. Robert Jones looked good. He got hurt in the game, I think, as well. But offensive line just looked like it was fine.
So your line's banged up right now, though.
And Armstead should be ready for week 1. So as long as Armstead plays 15 out of 17 games, you're chilling because he forms the offensive line. He coaches everybody up. He commands it. But the offensive line without Teron Armstead in a preseason game against the Texans, and it's a preseason game, so all of that is taken into account.
Yeah, right.
They looked fine. And if the offensive line is going to be fine, the Dolphins are going to be good.
Yeah.
Elite.
Interesting.
Sure.
Anything else? Did you like what you saw from Tua?
Yeah, the second drive, he was great.
Yeah,
he's a point guard.
He's fine.
I can't wait to draft Tyreek Hill.
As you should.
Yeah, I want that.
But Tua's meant to be the point guard of the offense. He's the Chris Paul, the John Stockton, Irvin Magic Johnson, whatever you may see. Yeah. He's a distributor of the ball. He is not there to make giant plays. He's not there to be a hero. Let the running backs do their work. Let the wide receivers, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, do their work. Let the offensive line just be fine. Tua's going to be great. So Tua looked great the second drive. Obviously, the interception.
Tua looked really good.
Which was on purpose, by the way. But the first was on purpose, by the way.
Tua looked really good.
The second drive, he looked great, and then they took him out of the game. It was fine.
Yeah, he did look good.
Skylar Thompson also looked decent.
Skylar
He
looks like a good
He's a preseason god. He did this last year and lit up the preseason, and he got to the
bro. I mean, he also did well in the playoff game.
I was about to say, like the games he started last year. Did you hate those?
He had one good half against the Vikings, and then they sacked him somewhere, and he broke his thumb essentially. And ever since then, he wasn't good. So.
Well, then but he did. That playoff performance was pretty solid.
It wasn't bad.
Did he throw picks?
I think he threw one pick, and then he missed a bunch of wide open throws to like Waddle on Hill for touchdowns.
Yeah.
So,
but
it was
going to happen.
A good performance, and if he's healthy and he's your number 2, then
that's solid.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, the game itself, like you said, it's preseason. There was some stuff to take away. I like what I saw from CJ. I think Tua looked good. Our defense was kind of scaring me. Will Anderson, though, I'm not going to sit here and say that play
Will
was
Anderson,
bad.
really good.
God.
Denzel looks good.
God.
Denzel Perryman looks good.
Denzel Perryman does look good.
There's noteworthy plays that they made for sure.
There was enough to take away from it where you're like, okay, this isn't the worst thing ever, even though they lost 28-3.
28-3.
Second half was pretty boring.
But preseason doesn't count and it's not real. It doesn't exist. So
that's true.
It doesn't exist. None of it matters. I don't even know why we're talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, let's get on to the NFL because we have a transition here. We're just going to talk about the Dolphins still.
Yeah.
And Stoney, I'm very, very interested to hear your thoughts on this.
Fucking psychos if you do this. If the Dolphins do this. Psychopaths.
Jonathan Taylor is on the trade block, wants to be traded out of Indy. When he asked for his trade request at the first, Jim Irsay was like, no way. You know how he talks, And
coked up.
Said, just always being weird. Said, no way we trade JT. A few days ago, they gave him permission to seek trades. The Dolphins are in on JT, and they actually sent a trade to the Colts that the Colts denied for Jonathan Taylor.
I wonder what the trade was.
I just did a lot of research beforehand. The one trusted source on this side from the Colts has not given out what the compensation was, so no idea.
Well, the Colts want a first-round pick. They're just not going to get that.
No.
I don't think that's going to happen. So
first-round pick the Colts, even though they know giving up a first-round pick for a running back, bad news bears. Yeah. They did it with Trent Richardson. They know it's bad news, and everyone else kind of learned from that. Like, all right, we don't trade first-round picks for running backs, especially ones that have been injured. Yeah. We don't do that.
Yeah. For reference, the Christian McCaffrey trade from last year, who was under contract already, has a few more years left on his deal to San Fran, went for a second, third, fourth, and fifth round pick.
Yeah. You don't get a first round pick.
The number one pick in fantasy drafts,
exactly, the best running back.
Yeah, like the overall maybe he's
the best back.
Probably projected to be like a top 3 back this year, most likely.
Absolutely.
Maybe the best.
One of, if not the best backs in the league, exactly. And JT's a good player. Now I will say this, Stoney, obviously we'll get your opinion on it, but I'm going to throw mine out. The Dolphins need to make this happen. Need to make it happen. Because if Jonathan Taylor is in the backfield for Miami this year, that is easily a Super Bowl appearance. I mean easily. You're better than the Chiefs at that point. You're better than the Bills. You're better than the Jets. You're better than any team in the AFC, in my opinion. With Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, yes, they are. With Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, Tua, and Jonathan Taylor in the backfield.
Not better than the Chiefs.
Yeah, sorry, they are. I hate to give you all that, but
not better than the Bengals.
Better than the Bengals. Yeah, absolutely.
You just want that Dolphins hat that he was said he was going to bring in, dude. He's got bringing you a Dolphins hat next time.
And Stoney knows, you can't argue. You cannot argue the receiving power they have. Tua should be very solid this year. And then throw Jonathan Taylor, who last year had a healthy season, was a dog, amazing.
He had 1,800 yards. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. No, the JT would make Miami the best team.
I would love to see Miami in the Super Bowl.
I would too.
Their colors, their their swagger in the Super Bowl. That'd be fun. Yeah. And I'm not just saying that, dude. I mean,
I'm not just saying all this either. Just so Stoney, obviously you hear all this. What are your thoughts on it?
So we talked about this last week. Dolphin ceiling is very high already.
Yeah.
Natural. They are contending for the AFC East and as well as the AFC Conference.
Yeah.
Contending.
Yeah.
You put Jonathan Taylor on this team and they go from contenders to favorites.
Yeah, I think so.
And in a lot of sports books, I think.
Yeah, let me go.
They would be on par with the Chiefs. I can't say that they'll be better than the Chiefs because the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid.
Yeah.
While Tua and Mike McDaniel could eventually become an Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes duo, maybe one day in the future, and that's just me with Dolphins speak. They're not that. And they're not close to that.
I don't think anyone's going to.
But
I don't think anyone's better than
if
the
Mike
Chiefs.
McDaniel is committed to the run like he says he is going to be this year, that is going to be a stabilizing force for the offense, because then you can rely on the 4 or 5 running backs you have in the room as a committee. They're already contenders. You put Jonathan Taylor into that mix where he's your first, second, even third down back, and then you can just throw Raheem Mostert in there. Yeah. Oh, you want Jeff Wilson too? We'll throw him in there. Yeah. 2-back set with Raheem Mostert and Jonathan Taylor. Yeah. On each side of Tua and a pistol.
Phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Like, it gives them a stabilizing force that they don't currently have. Yeah. Where you could just hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor 25 times a game and just be like, all right, go get 120 and a touchdown. We're going to win the game because we'll bleed the clock. And then also, they're going to be putting 8 people in the box. We'll just throw it over the top to Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle. Like, you have just everything at your disposal.
Exactly.
If you go all in.
It's an insane offense.
And you're in a 2-year window.
Yeah. It's like a build a team, bro. It's like
it's literally a super team.
Yeah, it's a super team.
Super teams, that would be the NFL's version.
So this is scary to think about. This is interesting to me. I'm looking at this is Vegas Insider that posts the odds for pretty much every sport in the world. The odds to win for AFC champion, the Chiefs are first plus 350.
That's it.
Then the Bills,
okay,
plus 450.
Yep.
Then the Bengals, then the Jets, then the Ravens, then the Dolphins.
Yeah, no.
What, the fucking Ravens are above the Dolphins?
Of teams.
So that's sports books, and then you listen to pretty much any NFL talking head on ESPN, NFL Network, The Ringer. Like, you just go through every site, every podcast, every show.
Right.
Everyone except for, I don't know, like PFF is excited about the Dolphins, and all of them talk about them being a 12 to 14 win team and contending with the Chiefs for the AFC Championship game.
If JT,
they're all there.
Last week you said they could go 14. They could win 14 games.
I did, and
I disagreed with that.
When you get
Jonathan Taylor, you can win 14 games.
Yes. You can.
Yeah, you absolutely
Will they?
Can.
We'll see. Because
you watched the preseason game. We just talked about it. The Dolphins ran 38 times for 200-something yards against the Texans. Preseason doesn't count. Yeah. When you take that into account from last season where they ran the ball, I think it was the max that they ran the ball in the preseason last year was 18 times.
Yeah,
right?
That's
are 20 more attempts. They're committed to.
Yeah, I would say that it showed how committed they are to the running attack this year. Yeah. And they will
opens up the field with the RPO system that Mike Daniels put in for Tua.
They're going to double down on that if they get Jonathan Taylor. But I also heard the Eagles are serious about Jonathan Taylor as well. So I think it might turn into a bidding war.
The one reporter that I've gotten information from here on Twitter is the Destin Adams at the Destin Adams. He's a Colts reporter for, let's call it, he's a beat writer, and then he's picked up a lot of stuff on this trade. The Colts and Dolphins are in good old-fashioned standoff, waiting to see which team will budge first to get a deal done for Jonathan Taylor. From what I've heard, the Colts don't feel any pressure to budge on what they view their needed price may be. So, with that being said,
Colts don't want to budge. Is that what you said?
With that being said, Chris Grier has to make a move. Is he going to give up the second and the third, or
do it?
Is he going to do a second and a fourth?
Yeah.
Because this is a guess. They offered a second and a seventh. That's a guess of what they offered. That's what Chris Grier probably values him at, because now he's going to have to pay him $50+ million.
Yeah,
on a contract.
Let's do it.
The other thing is Jonathan Taylor's agent, based out of Miami, is a Dolphins fan. Welcome to Miami. Tyreek Hill, Bradley Chubb. Are we in that same realm where, like, no, I'm going to Miami, you figure it out?
Yeah.
Because he's not going to play for the Colts this year.
No, he's not. Well, and I'm looking at Destin's Twitter here.
Someone's at the door.
Yes, it's great.
And I'm looking at, and this is actually interesting. I haven't seen this. The others, other than the Dolphins, there's 2 teams that have expressed interest in Jonathan Taylor, and that's the Bears and the Rams.
Yes. The Eagles.
Bears.
The Eagles reportedly made a call and have not called back.
Yeah. I heard.
Which would also be terrifying of the Eagles.
Also, Miami called about Josh Jacobs, and they got shut down pretty quick.
They've called for every elite running back that's reportedly been somewhat available over the last 2 seasons.
It's the missing piece.
They are going to get Jonathan Taylor highway or no way.
They're going to get.
They may end up doing a conditional second where it turns into a first if he makes an All-Pro or a Pro Bowl or something like that.
Yeah.
And if that happens, then the Dolphins are in the playoffs easily. They probably win the division.
Yeah.
And if that happens, you give up your first-round pick for that.
I think
sure. You would take that.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about the Dolphins winning their division.
I think the second...
Crazy. Respectfully.
They did it when I was 12.
I'm looking at these odds still. And the second that the Dolphins get Jonathan Taylor, I assume they'll go up to at least ahead of the Jets.
At least ahead of the Jets, and they're probably very close with the Bills. if not tied with the Bills.
I think
Odds-wise.
the Bengals might still be ahead of them. I don't even
know.
not even if I personally
Bengals
believe that.
better. Sorry, Joe Burrow can't be loud.
I need a Joe Burrow Tua Tagovailoa AFC Championship game
that would be badass.
inserted into my veins because I need LSU Alabama repeat from November of 2019.
Oh shit! That'd be badass as fuck.
Also,
my god!
I'm
That would be awesome.
just tired of, and we'll need to get on to the next topic, but I'm just tired of
Patrick.
I'm tired of Patrick and Josh. I just like
hey,
something else. I know it sucks. But
Josh
Allen.
Yeah, this
fucking
is
Joe, man. This
Josh
is,
Allen's never.
It's
Joe's
world.
No, I realize, but Josh has been around for longer than Joe has. At this point.
He has.
So that's why I'm saying. That's why I just want something more fresh.
And then
I want something.
On another note, AFC Championship: Joe Burrow versus Tua. Tua wins. Tua versus Jalen Hurts, who's the better Bama quarterback.
Woo! That's the script, bro. The script's in. You read the script early, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, I'd like to see that happen for you. I'd also
really cool.
Get Jonathan Taylor out of my division. I
would die in Vegas. If they end up in the
he runs for 2 billion yards against us every time he plays us.
Yeah,
so
and he kills the AFC East. So if the Dolphins get JT, have you seen his numbers the year that they played the AFC East, 2021, I believe it was?
Just shit on him.
It was like 880 yards and 10 touchdowns.
What the fuck?
5 of which came against the Bills.
Oh yeah, you do. That remember that game?
10 touchdowns in 3 games.
That was whoever had
against
him in
the
our
Patriots.
fantasy league.
He ran for 200 yards against the Patriots, or 189 yards against the Patriots. No one does that.
No, that's ridiculous.
It would be ridiculous.
He's so good.
He'd look good. He'd look good.
Guys, you know,
because get JT out of here. Derrick Henry's kind of on his way out. Then
see you later, idiots.
Then I'll deal with Travis Etienne. Like I don't, whatever. And then
fuck, be careful. Be careful what you wish for, dude.
He's gonna run for like 1,500
He
yards this year.
He is. All right, let's move on. Trey Lance.
Bye bye.
Speaking of the Miami Dolphins.
Speaking of the Dolphins, Trey Lance named QB3 in San Francisco behind Sam Darnold.
See you later.
And they've been shopping him the entire offseason.
They have, and there's conspiracy theories that like Shanahan hates him and stuff like that. Like they don't have a good relationship.
Did you see the John Lynch quote?
No.
So John Lynch came out last week, and someone asked him about Trey Lance, and he's like, "Well, he's not in the offense that is best for him." So it's a dig at Kyle Shanahan from the GM, John Lynch. Put him in the right offense.
So they straight up are like, he does not fit in.
No, they're like, he does not
fit here.
No.
Damn.
Yeah, Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold ahead of you. Now, this is the question. There's nothing
Sam Darnold
we've
ahead of
seen.
you.
Sam Darnold's.
I know, but still,
I'm seeing
on
ghosts.
paper.
Here's the deal.
Seeing ghosts.
Trey, obviously, we know he's not going to fit in San Francisco. We're not going to talk about that. I do want to hear from y'all where he could possibly end up. Because I have a team that I think he'd fit very well in.
Probably the New York Jets, because they're probably going to need a quarterback.
I think Zach's got it. Zach's got it.
This guy already starting on
Just
the Jets.
stop shitting. Come on.
I literally have no idea where you put Trey Lance right now.
I have a team that I think he'd fit well in, and there's a quarterback there that he could learn under. That I think
you could say Minnesota.
I think the Minnesota Vikings would be.
I was going to say Tampa.
Tampa would be a good spot too.
Throw him under Baker for a few games.
Yeah.
If Baker fucks up, and you throw Trey Lance in there.
I think that would be a good move too.
That'd be cool.
Also, I'll add to this. Do you think he gets moved before week 1?
Nah.
No. I think it takes a quarterback injury.
Yeah.
In the first 5 weeks of the season,
which will happen.
It's going to happen. So someone will be like, "All right, sure, we'll give up a 5th."
Yeah, right. Because I mean, they're not going to get shit. They're so open about how he just doesn't have a space.
He's made $100,000 per snap in the NFL.
Jeez,
he's made like $26 million, and he's been paid $100,000.
You know how crazy we were going before the draft. This sicko was like, I would trade for Trey Lance right now.
I still would.
Is he damaged goods?
Trey?
At this point,
he's getting close, but here's the deal: like, I think
where's his confidence at? Where's
his confidence is not there anymore
because he's injured, or he was injured. Is he healthy?
He just needs needs a change of scenery. I'm not saying I think he's gonna.
A great change of scenery guy. Just add him to the top of the list.
I think he's a
change of scenery guy.
He is.
Zach Wilson could also be doing that. But.
Zach Wilson could be a change of scenery. I think Zach's gonna do well after Aaron leaves New York. I do. But
he's the new Aaron Rodgers, huh?
Huh?
He's the new Aaron Rodgers.
He is the new Aaron, dude.
Sit under a veteran quarterback.
It's the best thing possible for him now. Yeah, absolutely.
I think Minnesota would be a great spot. I don't want him now as a Texans, but
He went to North Dakota State. He's used
Yeah,
to the
he's
weather,
like around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
could be there.
play indoors, little dome.
Learn under Kirk for the next year or two.
Also,
or
he'd
whatever.
look dope in purple.
He would.
He would
He
look
would look cool.
Dope in purple.
And then also, like, dude, like, give him Addison and Justin Jefferson.
All you gotta do is throw it up there.
I was
see
about
what
to say they're gonna come fucking.
Wouldn't
down
be better.
with it.
Wouldn't be better than Kirk. Sorry.
Not at first.
Kirk's elite.
Kirk's really
not
fucking good.
elite.
Kirk's
He's
top
top 10.
10. He's top 10.
He's top 10.
I don't
top
think.
10.
I
My
don't
man.
think being. I don't think elite's top 10. I think a top 8 is elite.
All right, he's
All
probably
right, move
like
on.
top 5 in every category.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck.
Dude, Kirk is not.
Hey,
Kirk's barely top 10.
Margaret
He won 13
Thatcher once
games last
said.
year.
Margaret Thatcher once said, "If my critics saw me walking on water, they probably say it's because I can't swim."
He won 13
So
games last year.
just rapid fire. Other than the Vikings, because that's already mine. Where could Trey Lance go?
Tennessee.
Oh, I like that. Where does Trey
I'll
Lance
go with Tampa.
Bay.
I'm going to stay with Tampa.
Okay, I like it. I actually think there's
Could
a
go
way-
Atlanta too.
I think there's a world
Ooh,
where
Atlanta's another good one.
that is good. He would look good in that uniform.
Arthur
too,
Smith?
with Bijan. I think
I think he'd
Desmond
do
Ritter
well.
competition.
I think Atlanta runs with Desmond this year.
He stinks.
If he's bad, which
I
he
think
probably
he
is,
stinks.
they draft a quarterback high.
I think he'll be so okay. It'll be like painfully okay.
I can see the Falcons having like a really high
They're
going to
win the NFC South, and they're going to be like 7-9,
dude.
or 7-10.
Saints,
they're
are,
winning.
Saints are gonna be like that, dude.
Dude, they're not winning the NFC South. Saints are.
Tampa's
definitely
not doing it.
Tampa's not. Dude, Carolina. No, Falcons are going to be like 3rd or 4th in that division.
I don't know how good Carolina
That
is.
4th, dude. Buccaneers are just playing bad.
It depends on if Baker.
The Bucks stink.
We'll see how Baker does.
Bucks.
I don't know what we're
The
getting
Bucks
with
are
the
bad.
Panthers. The Saints and the Falcons are the two.
Saints and the. I think the
I
Saints.
can't
and
give
the
it to Carolina
Panthers.
because
I think Bryce could have a good.
I think
year.
their offensive line sucks, though.
Valid,
And
but
from
also
a team that has a sucky offensive line, it's not very fun.
yeah, that's true.
A lot of shit goes down.
Trust us. We know.
We know.
You have Laramie Tunzel, you know.
But we hadn't in the past.
Before Laramie, there was
I watched
nothing.
number 4 get sacked like 60 times.
in 2018 we had nothing.
Yeah. So I think that NFC South is interesting, but
It's
I think
gross.
Atlanta could be a spot. It's disgusting. But I will add this before we move on. I think he will get moved before week 1. I think he
Okay.
gets moved.
Interesting.
Chris Jones
My
for
guy.
the Chiefs, ranked 10th best player in the league in the top 100 this year.
Elite.
Is holding out, even though his contract, and I'll get the details on his contract. He has a nice.
He's getting paid
contract.
$20 million a year.
Yeah, and he wants more money, and
He's
he's
paid well.
holding out until week 8 is what he said on Twitter.
I'm sorry. I just don't. What the fuck, man? Like, you're on a Super Bowl winning team,
Yeah.
probably like the new dynasty, and you get paid $20 million a year. You are just constantly in the postseason doing well. He's been in the AFC Championship game 5 years in a row, 2018 or something like that. Since 2018, every year. Been in the Super Bowl twice, won the Super Bowl twice. He wants more.
Yeah,
How much more do you want?
In 2020, he signed a 4-year, $80 million deal. He's making $20 million a year, and he got guaranteed $60 million.
So what's
signed.
left on his guarantees, though? He doesn't have any guarantees left, I bet. If he got 60 up front.
Yeah, I mean, sure, true, but
So he's not getting paid anything this season, so he wants to re-up, get the signing
bullshit.
bonus.
He's not getting paid anything this season. He's making $19.5.
But is that guaranteed?
No, but good. Get your ass out there and play.
No.
And this is the last year on his deal. That's probably what he's upset about. He wants probably to because he's been
Holding
great.
out until week 8, though, is crazy.
Because
and also
when you
his,
come back week 8, though, you
but
get guaranteed.
He
your
played
full
last year. Listen to this.
money.
He played last
That's
year.
true.
He had $37 million guaranteed. Excuse me, and that was only 2020 and 2021. So last year he was fine not playing for guaranteed money, but this is the year. It really what it is he wants a new deal that goes through probably 2026 or 7.
He wants to get paid like Fletcher Cox did with the Eagles.
Yeah.
As he's aging, he wants
Yeah,
that guaranteed
absolutely.
money. And as a Mississippi State grad, I don't know if he graduated, but Mississippi State player from the great state of Mississippi, he's probably tired of not as good barbecue. Plain and simple.
Ooh,
That's
those
fucking
shots are
true.
Fired though. Kansas City has really good barbecue.
You ever had Mississippi barbecue?
I haven't, but Kansas City has good barbecue.
How do you've
It's
never had
good,
Kansas
but it's
City
not
barbecue?
Mississippi.
No, but
barbecue.
it's like one of the top 3.
Mi-
It's like it's
Mississippi.
it's us. It's
Mississippi and Alabama blow a lot of states out of the water that they don't.
No, this one
that's
they don't
fine,
talk
but
about.
but Kansas City isn't a slouch in the barbecue department.
No, but Mississippi's above it. So,
You should just come to Houston. Houston has great barbecue.
We have great barbecue here.
but Chris Jones,
Chris
he wants
Jones
a
coming
new
to Houston.
contract, deservingly so, because
Yeah,
out of all the players on the Chiefs, he is the second or third best player.
Yeah.
Kelsey, Mahomes, Chris Jones. Those are the three. And Mahomes is like above everything else. You could argue Jones or Kelsey. Kelsey's
and
incredible.
then think about if Tyreek was still there. They'd have 4 of the top 10 players in the league.
Correct.
That's nuts.
Insane. It'll be the Dolphins next year.
That's
fucking maybe, dude. I don't know. Jalen Waddle has a chance to be a
if y'all get JT and he has a year like he did in 2021, y'all have a bunch.
But Chris Jones, go get your money. And did you see his tweet the other day? Someone asked him about the fines because he's getting paid.
He said, "I can afford it.
I can afford
$50K every day." He's like, "I can afford it."
$50,000 a day.
And you're arguing about getting more money, and he's like, $50K out the window every day.
If I got fined $50,000 right now, they would just kill me. Whoever was doing it, they would just be like, "You can't." Right?
You just have to kill me.
Because it's not a rookie contract, so he actually has to pay the $50K. It's not like where I think if you're on a rookie deal and you hold out the fines, you can go back and appeal it once you come back and get your new contract, so you don't end up paying the fines. This is like his third contract, fourth.
Yep.
So Chris Jones, go get your bag. I don't care who it's for.
Get the money.
Look,
actually, get out of the AFC. I'd prefer you to go to an NFC.
Yeah. So
team.
I mean, his rookie deal ended in so he had 2016 to 2019. Then in 2020, he signed a 1 year, and then after that, that's when he signed this 4-year deal. And then he's an unrestricted free agent after the season. So he just
because they franchise tagged him, right?
I assume they'll figure it out before week 8. I really don't think he's going to sit out until week 8. I don't.
They're
think
probably going to pay him.
Chiefs don't
Last
want
year, if you went up to a Chiefs fan or a person in the Chiefs organization,
Yeah.
hey, are y'all thinking about trading Tyreek Hill? The answer would be hell no.
Yeah, fuck no.
You're
That's
not
true.
thinking about trading Chris Jones until this happens, and now you're just like, because they traded Tyreek Hill and won a Super Bowl.
Hey, Chris Jones, I will pay you.
You can trade Chris Jones and probably still win a Super Bowl.
The Houston Football Texans will pay you, Chris Jones. Come here.
Get him out of the AFC.
Come here. No. Come to the AFC.
Unless
He's going to the Minnesota Vikings.
He's going to be a Dolphin, baby.
He could be
Super
a Dolphin.
team.
Y'all are going to have no money.
Christian Wilkins, Bradley Chubb, money's not even real. So
He's
doesn't
going
matter.
to the
true.
Seattle
Money's not real.
Seahawks.
The salary cap is also not real. So like
That's
the Chiefs
true.
could just sign
You could
him.
figure it out. Yeah, they could figure it out. All these big, great fucking teams, that's what they do. They just sign players, and everyone's like, how
and
do
then
they
they trade
do
him a year later.
Exactly. Then they figure
And they
it
give
out.
him no
It's
guaranteed
just
money.
how-
And, yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right. So, Chris Jones, good luck.
Good luck, sir. We're rooting for you.
We have a spot here in Houston if you want to get
Go
traded.
get your bag.
And CJ Stroud should be good. So, like, we've got some stuff going. Will Anderson, Chris Jones on the same, please. All right. Jerry Jeudy got carted off the other day at Broncos practice. Expected to miss several weeks. Kind of dodged a bullet. So he'll be back probably, at least by week 4, I'd say. I want to talk about y'all's realistic expectations for the Broncos after a really disappointing.
The Broncos are the weirdest team to me this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't fucking know.
Sean
Payton's coming in.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson looked cooked in Nathaniel Hackett's offense.
Yeah.
Then now Sean Payton's here and he can probably make it work. But they started off hot. They had a hot start with Sean Payton talking that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He ripping bong hits.
Yeah.
Fucking Russell's back to just probably being a weirdo. I don't know. He's a weird fucking guy.
Yeah, he's really weird.
Weird fucking guy, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, these Subway commercials. Make them funny. I mean, for sure. Fucking do that. I don't care. But, man, fucking weird team. I don't think they'll be doing good, though.
What's your win total? Predicted?
Not bad, but not good. Like 8, 9, 9, and 8. That area right there is simmering. Won't be as good as the Chiefs. Obviously, won't be as good as the Chargers, but they'll be like third in that division.
Who do you think is last in that division?
Raiders. You never trust the Raiders.
Oh, Josh McDaniels.
Never trust Josh McDaniels.
Josh Jacobs is not playing for them.
Yeah, there's no
As
way
of
he
right
is.
now.
Yeah, they expect him back.
He reported to camp.
Did he?
Yeah.
He reported to camp.
They expect him to play week 1.
Okay.
But okay.
And he's their only reason that they won any games last year, really.
Yeah, well, Devontae.
He's their the only reason they won any game last season.
That's true. So I don't know. Stoney, what do you think about the Broncos?
Like Garrett said, weird.
Yeah.
I don't really know because what did Sean Payton do for a year? He was an analyst, and now he's got to be a coach. And he said that in a press conference, like, "Oh, sorry, that was analyst talk."
Yeah.
Weird. Sean Payton, a good coach, maybe not a great coach. He had one great year with Drew Brees as your quarterback. You have a top 3 quarterback, and you went to 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Weird.
That is weird.
Russell Wilson, also weird. Also older, doesn't run as much. What made Russell so dynamic is that he was just able to scramble for 10, 15 yards when he needed to, and then he was able to bomb it down the field.
Yeah.
They're just weird. I don't know what they're going to do. Their defense is good enough for like 6 games on their own. 6 wins.
Weird.
So the offense, could they win 4 games on their own and be 10-7? Maybe.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them.
I mean,
it's gonna be
you've
hard,
got
especially in that division. You're playing even the
The
Raiders,
division's good.
Even the Raiders, like it's not an automatic win. You know what I mean? Like
Raiders are bad. Raiders are bad.
Raiders aren't good.
They're a bad team.
They're not.
They're a bad team.
Guys, I don't think there's.
Listen, man, you liked the Raiders last year.
I just don't trust Josh
really?
McDaniels.
I mean, I like them a little, but I think Jimmy's an upgrade.
Is he?
From Derek, yeah, absolutely.
Is he?
Jimmy is an upgrade. Guys, that offense is nice. And they have Max Crosby. That's not a bad team. The worst part of that team is their head coach, easily.
Yeah.
But
no, I think they're competing with the Chargers for the second spot.
Yeah.
Like they're chasing the Chargers.
I just don't you're not gonna sit here and convince me that the Raiders are just like an automatic W on the record. They're not.
Because you have to play in Vegas and they're probably going out the night before. So like
for sure.
That's
absolutely
really the only reason why I'm saying that.
Their tactic of being in Vegas is good.
Dude, the Broncos and the Raiders is such a mid off of the AFC West. Like they're gonna be they're close.
The Broncos could be the last wild card spot, and they could also be like a 6-win team.
Exactly.
They have a grand variance.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be that good. I think I agree with you. Although 9-10 wins maybe. Perhaps.
I think 9 is their ceiling. I'm not gonna lie.
I was thinking 10 is their ceiling. So
yeah,
we're in the same ballpark.
9 or 10 around there.
9 and 8 might be okay enough.
In that division,
you're not making the playoffs with 9
Chiefs
wins.
are obviously going to win the division. Chargers are probably going to be second, and they're going to be a good team this year. If you're a Broncos or Raiders fan, you're fucked.
And when you lose Judy, which is why we started the segment, and then Cortland Sutton's legs are made out of glass most of the time. That their running back just is coming off of ACL surgery.
Melvin Gordon, who's
Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams coming off ACL.
Right.
So like they're banged up on offense. Their defense is good. PS2 is incredible. He was a Dolphin because it could have fulfilled the father-son legacy in Miami. But their defense is good. Sean Payton's gonna have a good defense.
Yeah.
PS2 is a cold ass name too.
It's so sick.
Cold, bro.
And did you see he put the logo in his little thigh pads? You know?
No, I didn't.
How people are putting their player logos in their thigh pads. It's a PS2 logo.
That's badass.
Fire,
so
dude.
Sick.
That's sick.
All right, we got to get out of here. We've been going for a while, but I do want to mention this.
I'm gonna die.
I'm
gonna die from this smoke, dude.
Oh,
I'm gonna succumb. Yeah, I'm gonna succumb to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I could see you doing that. I could see that happening.
No.
So we'll see.
We'll get you some
keep you all
insurance.
updated on what happens at Garrett.
Yeah, dude.
But
Garrett watching.
Guys, we're gonna give flowers. You don't have to, even though I don't know why you would hate so much about Corey Davis, but Corey Davis retired.
Great player.
Good player.
Well, good.
Good player. Had a good career.
I don't care.
Is he 28?
Corey Davis is not 28, dude.
He's 28 years old.
He is.
I
Bro,
guarantee
he is in his late 20s.
He's not 28.
Yeah, dude.
He's 28.
He's 20.
It's a shame that he retired because
I thought he was like 30.
he was the Jets like number 2.
You thought he was 34?
I thought he was like 32 at least.
He was the Jets like number 2 or 3 wide receiver.
Yeah.
In the room. And
no.
Jets. No. Let me talk.
He's not their number 2.
Jets fans online were screaming about how great Corey Davis was for this wide receiver room, how he's going to be competing for the second and third position, how he's a great weapon and all these things. Then he retires and now you're gone. Now you don't have your second or third wide receiver on the team, and it's like, who is Aaron Rodgers going to throw the ball to? And
Alan Lazard.
He's also not going to have time to throw the ball to that person. Have we watched any of the Hard Knocks, any of the preseason? It's rough.
Their offensive line's
It's
bad.
rough out there.
Yeah,
Mekhi Becton, really good. However, he's never on the field.
He's never on the field. Dwayne Brown's 80 years old.
Dwayne
Brown was my favorite left tackle in the league when I was 11.
10 years ago.
Yeah, like when I was 12 years old.
But shout out Corey Davis. I hope you made your bread and you get to go spend your time on the water, on the beach, wherever you may choose. Maybe you like the mountains.
Get away from those brain injuries, man.
Yeah, no, have some fun.
His career earnings is...
He was playing off a rookie contract.
He's 28.
He's made $52 million.
Good for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's made money.
Yeah, so you're living just fine.
Yeah, I know. He's doing great.
Enjoy retirement, and then when you want to be a high school coach, just go back to your high school and be the head coach in like 3 years. So.
Dude, the Jets paid him $27 million over the last 2 years.
That's true.
Dude. And then in 4 seasons, he made $25 million with the Titans. So.
You've had a good career.
Enjoy it. Hey, enjoy it.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Give him flowers. And also Alan Lazard and
Randall
Garrett
Cobb.
Wilson and Randall Cobb are all probably better than you. So Maybe not Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb is
coach. 45 years old.
Yeah, he is old.
You think Randall Cobb is better than Corey Davis right now?
I was joking.
Okay.
But Randall Cobb's a glorified coach.
All I know is Jets fans were really excited about Corey Davis, and now he's gone. So.
Yeah, he is. But they got Lazard. They got Garrett Wilson. They got guys. They're fine.
Garrett Wilson, top 10 wide receiver.
He is a top 10 wide receiver. He absolutely is a top 10 wide receiver. So, yeah. I'm not going to back off. I'm not going to bully me into not thinking that. It's true. He's a top.
I'll bully you.
I'm just so excited for the Jets to go 8-9. It's going to be awesome.
I can't wait for them to I can't wait for the look, man.
I can't wait to stand over your shoulder.
I can't wait until JT goes to the fucking Bears. And then also the Jets win like 13 games in that division.
JT's going to be a Dolphin. We all know it.
Probably, but whatever.
He's going to be a Dolphin.
He's an Eagle.
Yeah.
And the Jets going 8-9.
All right, guys. That's going to wrap up today's episode of Off the Gridiron. Thank you so much for watching. We had an eventful episode. We had a fire.
Yeah.
We were yelling about Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Talking about Corey Davis being he's only 28 years old.
It's been so fun.
Trey Lance. We touched
time.
on a lot. Yeah. So
Trey Lance, you are a Minnesota Viking.
You probably
Skull.
Or a Buccaneer. Actually, that's a good pick. I like that. Thanks for watching though. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let us know you like what we're doing over here. We're getting close, guys. We're almost there.
Football's fucking close.
We're right there. I can feel it. I can smell it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Football is coming.
Football is coming. But all right,
I can
guys.
Smell it.
Y'all got anything else
Just kidding.
to add?
Smoke.
Jonathan Taylor, you are a Miami Dolphin.
Doubt it.
Can't wait to watch my buddy CJ Stroud on Sunday. So
shout out CJ.
Shout out CJ. Only playing a couple drives, but still.
All right.
Peace.
Watch football.